Facebook, MySpace, Twitter are just a few of the growing social networking sites where so many of you make plans, set up dates, and keep family and friends in the loop. But these websites are also a place where lots of people are, well, they're hooking up.
I met my ex-girlfriend Adia at a professional event. Later, I logged into my Facebook, saw her, thought she was cute, and sent her a message.
We started dating. He asked me out as his girlfriend, and then that was it.
We made a mutual decision that I would change my Facebook status to in a relationship with Adia, and she would change hers to in a relationship with Rico.
Ricardo has always had a way of promoting himself because he has this alter ego, Rico Suave.
I have a website where I basically just teach the game of online dating.
I started becoming very uncomfortable with the way he consistently portrayed himself. Several ladies at a time would be in his photos, holding up his book. I felt that that wasn't showing respect for his significant other at the time, which was me.
She would get jealous of the woman that I had on my Facebook promoting my books. One day, I checked my Facebook. I'm seeing all these messages. What happened? I thought you were so happy in your relationship. So I checked my status. It says in a relationship, but her name is no longer there. And I'll check hers, and it says single. I don't know what the heck happened there.
It's a taste of his own medicine.
The irony of this whole thing is that we met on Facebook, and we broke up through Facebook.
Okay, now Adia's ex-boyfriend, Rico, says he actually teaches other guys how to use Facebook to hook up more. So this has become a job for you, a vocation.
Pretty much. You know, I started off really shy, you know, in high school, and, you know, I just had no social prowess. So I was pretty much a nerd. I was a geek. And I started meeting women online. So I got real good. I actually met close to 500 women online.
This bugs you, right? Why does it bug you?
It's so much, you know, lying and manipulating to, you know, play this one off that one and have no one knows about it. It's just, it's so full on.
I disagree.
You say you're honest, though, right?
Yes.
You say you're a player, but you're an honest player. What do you call yourself? What do you call you? No, that was your words.
I call myself a Mac, and a Mac is all about integrity. A Mac is all about really actually stating your intentions. It's a state of mind. I saw her, thought she was cute, and thought I would get at her through Facebook.
What do you call yourself online?
I call myself your Royal Flyness. This is true.
What else do you call yourself?
I call myself Rico, a.k.a. Rico Suave.
And I tell him to royally fly away, you know, because, to be honest with you, I mean, I will be clear, he is not a player. I mean, a player is someone who has a front and is dishonest with his approach. He was very clear from beginning with what he wanted from me. He wanted to get to know me. He articulated himself very well on Facebook, and that made me feel comfortable in pursuing.
You know, quite honestly, I snagged her online. So it was cool. It was a nice interaction, but Facebook and just meeting online, it's the wave of the future. You want to be honest with your intentions, and that's what I'm all about.
Can I ask you a question?
Sure.
If you have so much integrity, and I believe you to be quite a smart man,
thank you.
Why do you put pictures of yourself with women in promiscuous positions when you're supposed to be dating
That's a different situation. At the time, again, I was teaching guys the game. So the provocative photos were to get the attention of 18 and 22.
When you're dating someone, I just
think those are two separate things.
Are you creating? Is your idea that you're creating competition here? That if you, because you say in your instructions that show yourself with beautiful women.
Yes, that's one of the examples. But the whole meaning is to project yourself as the equal.
You didn't like all these pictures up there.
Absolutely not, because I don't think it considers the significant other.
So
I just pulled up my Facebook. That's the first thing I do before I go out. I gotta get a few hookups lined up. Using a social networking site to meet girls, it's so much easier. They can see your picture and just like how you look, and then boom, the hookup is done. You can't do that in person.
Now, you were actually nodding your head right along. Are you thinking that he's working the system and got game?
He's doing it correctly. I would say the presentation, obviously I was that age once. Maybe a lot of people see the offensive remarks and they might think that it's a little bit off. But the principles, you got that down pat, my man. And I see myself in you. I see, you know, a lot of the things that I was going through at the time, maybe polish up your image a little bit more, but I think overall, man, you're well on your way.
So Vince, that's coming from his royal flyness.
That's right.
So Vince, what's your goal? What is it you're trying to achieve here?
Charlie Sheen said he slept with over 5,000 women. I'm 19. I got a lot of time to catch up to that.
It's like you can't. I don't understand. It's like they're behind the computer. Why can't you just work?
But it's an excellent vehicle. It's just another vehicle to bring women from my space to my place, so to speak.
Yeah. Now.
Okay. Well, here's my problem.
Okay. I get that, but I do want to say you don't advocate exploiting these women and mistreating them in any way, and so
not at all.
I want to say that. But now.
But there's a contradiction, Dr. Phil. Do you see the confusion that could happen if somebody goes to your profile and they haven't read your book yet? They could perceive that that's what you do.
But see, the very men who are looking for that, they'll get the book and then they'll be brought up to a higher plane. You put the goals, you put the techniques in the book, and that's what these guys are actually getting out of it.
Then why don't you have a professional MySpace or Facebook page, and then the one that's just...
I do as well. I have a personal page, and that was the one that we got together on. And then I have the Rico Your Royal Flyness persona as well. So I have multiple accounts.
Right now, I'm just trying to have fun, but I'm always looking for that special girl. I actually have a girl from Texas right now. In a few months, she's flying me out there to come stay with her.
Not after she sees this.
I've had similar things as well.
Okay, she's going to fly you to Texas.
Yeah, he knows what's going on. He knows the deal here.
Yeah, she's going to fly you.
Rico Flyness.
She's going to fly you. She's going to fly you to Texas to take her out. Is that the thing?
A little something like that. A little something.
Yeah.
Do you not feel in a certain way that makes you kind of like a prostitute because someone's paying for you to come and sleep with them?
I'm not trying to play anybody or break anyone's heart. No,
I didn't.
So are they. They're out for this. They're out for the same thing.
Exactly. If two people are on the same page, you have two consenting adults.
No, it's not that they're not consenting. What I'm saying is, does it not make him feel like a prostitute?
See, my generation, we called that a gigolo.
It feels great. Male gigolo is great. Rob Schneider showed you guys that.
Yeah.
His idol is Rob Schneider?
I think he's going a little too... I think you're going a little bit too fast.
I'm young still. I didn't even start doing this stuff till I turned 18. So I'm young. I got a lot of catching up to do.
It is all about integrity at the day, and if there are two people on the same page, if you're being responsible...
Okay, let me be very, very clear. That advice came from your royal flyness. That advice did not come from me. You've broken up with him numerous times on the internet. You just basically have changed your status from committed or in a relationship to single and let him find it, right?
Whatever you do, most of the time on Facebook, it comes up as a news feed on your friend's profile.
Oh.
So now that had a significant impact.
So breaking news, you're gone.
I logged into my Facebook account one day. I mean, this was after an argument. I thought it was kind of over. I'm still thinking, you know, my girlfriend and I are cool. I'm all jolly. I log in and I see my inbox is just filled with messages, and, you know, I think I wasn't putting the Mac down because I was in a relationship. So I'm like, okay, why am I getting all these random inbox messages? And all my friends are like, I'm so sorry. What happened? I thought you guys were so good together. And I check my status. It just says in a relationship with nothing. And with hers, it says single. So I'm like, what the heck? And
so you started putting the Mac down again?
Not immediately. But it was something. It was something that I took.
You guys are broken up, right?
Yes.
It's going to stay that way, right?
It's going to stay that way.
Yes.
It's going to. Yeah.
We're cordial. But...
Okay. Well, that's good. That's sort of cordial. I think you may be more cordial than she is down there, just reading body language, but well, what do I know? Thanks for being here. So long.